beware the silent storm of a resilient soul. In the realm of the Sigma, power is a quiet, yielding force, a steadfast independence, and a purpose so profound it shakes the very ground beneath you. Yet in the darkest corners, there are those who live to control, master manipulators whose eyes gleam not with admiration, but with the hunger to dismantle that inner strength. Research reveals a stark truth. Those who thrive on the art of manipulation tremble most before what they cannot command. So what unfolds when the covert agents of darkness collide with a spirit that refuses to be tamed? A battle of wills ensues, a psychological war where each subtle trap is met with an impenetrable resolve. Strap in and prepare for a journey into the underbelly of control and resistance. This isn't just another narrative. It's a revelation on how shadows seek to snuff out the light and why your unbreakable Sigma aura becomes their ultimate target. Assassins, they try to isolate you. Evil people know one thing about Sigma males. They are self-sufficient. They don't need the approval of a crowd, and that makes them a threat. But while Sigmas thrive in solitude, that doesn't mean they don't value genuine connection. This is where manipulative individuals strike. They use deception to isolate Sigmas even further. Instead of confronting you directly, they operate in the shadows, whispering insidious lies to others. They paint you as aloof, arrogant, or even dangerous. Why? Because making you seem unapproachable weakens your influence. They exploit the human tendency to fear what they don't understand, turning potential allies into skeptics. Ever wondered why people suddenly start treating you differently, even though you've done nothing wrong? Haven't because someone has been poisoning the well. How to counter this? 1. Stay aware. The first step to defeating deception is recognizing it. If you sense a shift in how people interact with you, don't ignore it. It may be the result of someone's manipulation. 2. Keep your circle small, quality over quantity. Surround yourself with people who truly know your character and won't be swayed by lies. 3. Instead of fighting rumors with words, let your integrity and consistency prove who you really are. Over time, the truth outshines the lie. Evil people thrive on division, but a Sigma who stays vigilant and true to himself can't be broken. Silence is your weapon, and wisdom is your shield. 2. They gaslight and manipulate. Ever had someone twist your words, downplay your emotions, or make you feel like you're imagining things? Phrases like "you're too serious," "you're overthinking," or "that's not what I meant" aren't always innocent. In the hands of a manipulator, they're weapons designed to make you doubt your own reality. That's gaslighting, a psychological tactic used to control and disorient people by making them question their thoughts, memories, or perceptions. How does gaslighting work? Gaslighters thrive on confusion and self-doubt. They'll rewrite history, deny things they've said, or shift the blame onto you. Over time, this can lead to cognitive dissonance, where you struggle to reconcile conflicting realities. What you know to be true versus what they insist is real. The longer you're exposed to this manipulation, the harder it becomes to trust yourself. How to counter gaslighting? 1. Trust your own perception. If something feels off, it probably is. Keep a journal to track inconsistencies in their words and actions. 2. Stick to the facts. Manipulators rely on vagueness and emotional confusion. Ground yourself in what actually happened. 3. Refuse to engage in circular arguments. Gaslighters love to drain you with endless debates that go nowhere. Don't play their game. 4. Set firm boundaries. You don't owe anyone the right to distort your reality. If necessary, distance yourself. 5. Call it out. If someone is twisting the truth, say, "I remember things differently," or "that's not what happened." Stand your ground. Gaslighting only works if you start doubting yourself. The moment you reclaim your confidence, their power over you collapses. 3. They play the victim. Sigma males are natural truth seekers. They value integrity, logic, and fairness, qualities that make them fearless when calling out wrongdoing. This is precisely why evil people fear them. Sigmas don't just let things slide. They demand accountability. And that is a nightmare for manipulators, narcissists, and deceivers who thrive in deception. When confronted with their actions, these individuals rarely admit fault. Instead, they flip the script. Suddenly, the person exposing the truth becomes the aggressor, while they adopt the role of the helpless victim. This tactic, known as Darvo Deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender is a classic psychological manipulation used by those who refuse accountability. It's the same strategy used by corrupt leaders, toxic bosses, and deceitful partners. They gaslight, distort reality, and attempt to make you question your own perception. How to counter this manipulation? 1. Stick to facts. Don't engage in emotional arguments. Keep the conversation centered on objective fact. Manipulators hate when they can't twist the truth. 2. Stay calm. Their goal is to provoke a reaction so they can paint you as the aggressor. By maintaining composure, you strip them of that power. 3. Refuse to engage in their games. If they start playing the victim, don't take the bait. Redirect the focus back to the issue at hand. Sigma males don't fight battles with drama. They fight with truth and logic, and that is why evil people fear them. 4. They compete with you in secret. Even if you don't care about competition, they do. In fact, they study you like a blueprint, analyzing your every move, your style, your ideas, everything that makes you unique. They'll mimic your behavior, hoping to capture the same magic you have. But here's the catch. Originality can't be copied. No matter how much they try, their version will always be a diluted imitation. Why do they copy you? People copy because they see something working. If your approach stands out, attracts attention, or generates success, it triggers their insecurities. Instead of finding their own path, they believe the shortcut to winning is by replicating yours. But what they fail to realize is that copying the what without understanding the why leads to failure. Your mindset, experiences, and authenticity create a signature style that can't be forged. They might adopt your words, but they lack your wisdom. They might mimic your confidence, but they don't have your conviction. And when their imitation falls flat, frustration takes over. When copying fails, destruction begins. A failed imitation leaves them with 2 options. 1. Accept that they need to develop their own originality. Unlikely. 2. Tear you down out of envy. Very likely. At this point, they switch from admiration to resentment. Suddenly, you're not their inspiration. You're their enemy. They spread doubt, undermine your credibility, and try to discredit your influence. Why? Because if they can't rise to your level, they'll try to drag you down to theirs. How to counter this? The best response: ignore them. Stay focused. Their distraction tactics only work if you let them. Keep innovating. If they copy your last move, make a new one. Remain unshaken. Their negativity is a confession of their failure. At the end of the day, originality isn't just about doing things differently. It's about doing them authentic. And that's something no competitor can ever take from you. Keep moving forward. Your uniqueness is your greatest defense. 5. They sabotage your success. Have you ever noticed how some people become strangely hostile the moment you start making progress in life? It's not a coincidence. Evil people, those driven by envy, insecurity, or a controlling spirit, fear your growth because it threatens their sense of superiority or control. They don't want to see you rise above them, so they resort to underhanded tactics. Spreading rumors, taking credit for your hard work, or even trying to block your opportunities. Why do they do this? 1. Envy and inferiority complex. When people see you improving, they start comparing their lives to yours. If they've been stagnant while you're progressing, they feel exposed and inadequate. Instead of working on themselves, they attack you to level the playing field. 2. Fear of losing control. Some individuals thrive on keeping others beneath them. When you grow beyond their reach, they lose the ability to manipulate or dictate your life. They believe success is a limited resource, as if there's only room for a few at the top. So they try to sabotage you before you surpass them. 4. Insecurity and guilt. Your growth reminds them of their own unfulfilled potential. Instead of facing their shortcomings, they lash out at you. Their tactics: spreading rumors. They twist facts, distort the truth, or create outright lies to damage your reputation, taking credit for your work. They steal your ideas, pretend your efforts were theirs, and manipulate situations to gain recognition at your expense. You badmouth you to others, create obstacles in your career or personal life, and actively try to prevent your advancement. Distractions only slow you down. Keep your eyes on your goals. 2. Move in silence. The less they know about your plans, the less they can interfere. Let your success speak for itself. 3. Let time reveal the truth. Lies and rumors have an expiration date. Your consistency and results will eventually silence your detractors. 4. Choose your battles wisely. Not every attack needs a response. Save your energy for what truly matters. 5. Keep elevating. Your greatest revenge is success. Keep growing, keep evolving, and watch them fade into irrelevance. At the end of the day, your progress isn't just about you. It's proof that hard work, resilience, and integrity always win. Keep going. 6. They test your boundaries. Toxic individuals thrive on testing your patience and pushing your limits. They'll ignore your personal space, constantly demand your time, and guilt trip you into overextending yourself. If you're naturally kind and understanding, they see that as an opportunity to manipulate rather than appreciate. The moment you say no or set clear boundaries, they act offended, as if you've wronged them. This reaction isn't because you were unfair. It's because they lost control over you. How to counter this? Boundaries are not just personal preferences. They are self-respect in action. Never feel guilty for enforcing them. When you communicate with them firmly and consistently, the right people will honor them, while the wrong ones will reveal their true colors. If someone lashes out, tries to gaslight you, or makes you feel guilty for protecting your peace, take that as confirmation. They were benefiting from your lack of boundaries. A simple yet effective response is, I understand this may not work for you, but this is what I need. No justification, no over-explaining. Stand firm. The people who genuinely care about you will respect your limits, while those who don't will walk away, saving you from unnecessary stress. 7. They fear you but won't admit it. Deep down, they recognize something in you that unsettles them, not because you flaunt superiority, but because you embody qualities they struggle to master. Your self-control in a world that thrives on impulsivity, your discipline when others seek shortcuts, and your unwavering authenticity in an age of masks. These traits make you stand out, and that shakes them to their core. Most people conform to external validation, bending to social norms like reeds in the wind. But you remain unmoved, grounded in your principles. That kind of presence is intimidating because it holds up a mirror to their insecurities. It forces them to confront their own lack of discipline, their compromises, their facades. And instead of self-reflection, they project fear, jealousy, or even resentment onto you. How do you counter this? You don't. You live your truth. You walk your path. Their fear is their own burden to carry, not yours. Trying to make them comfortable by dimming your light is a betrayal of your own essence. So let them fear. Let them be unsettled. The right people will respect you, and the rest, they were never meant to walk beside you anyway. Sigmas, now you know the truth. Evil people will always try to tear you down, but they can only succeed if you let. Stay strong, stay sharp, and keep moving forward. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and join this community of Sigmas. Apply these lessons to your life and let nothing stand in your way. Having said this,